Hey everybody, she's Anna,
And she's Lindsay,
and we
and
are slow
slow burn.
burn. We're
We'll
gonna do
get
something.
it right at some point.
We'll get it.
At some point,
We
we'll
say
get
that
it
every
right.
time. We say that every time. We're gonna do something we haven't done for a long time. I think it might have been a year, maybe more than a year. We have done this. This is like an expert format where I'm going to interview Anna, but we have no idea, um, like why I'm interviewing her, and we don't have any idea what the interview's about. We would just basically be vague until one of us goes, oh, I think I know what it is, and sort of name it, right? Any you born ready? You ready to
I was
go?
born ready.
And we don't have any suggestions. So this is just straight off the cuff. This is like pure improv, people. Pure improv. All right, here we go. Hello and welcome everyone to the show. I am absolutely positively honored to have our next guest on. She is just gorgeous. I mean, everybody loves you. You know, everybody loves you. Everybody's always telling me, I really want you to get Sasha on the podcast. And here you are. And we're going to have like some people call in asking questions as well. Clearly, you are in like at the peak of your career at the moment. And I mean, that must feel amazing, right?
I feel like sometimes, you know what, Tracy? I sometimes feel like I am still just starting and I haven't quite peaked yet. But yes, you're right. These new highs are just, I mean, astronomical. It's better than my wildest dreams.
Yeah, and you're so humble with that. Like you're, and this is the thing, everybody, I just want to put it out there that, when you are as wise as Sasha is, that, you admit that you don't know everything. And she's saying the best is yet to come. And we're going, wow, how can it get better for you? I mean, it's amazing.
I know, right? I mean, I'm just so grateful for all the opportunities that's been given to me. I feel very, very blessed. Like I literally put that hashtag blessed on every post I have on social media in all the channels.
Yeah, and that has been a massive movement, the hashtag blessed movement as well, which you started. And with everybody putting that up there and being grateful and really also thanking people, like you did as well with the hashtag to begin with.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, like, I thank everyone for just adoring me.
Yeah, and it's hard not to. I mean, my cousin models herself on you
Oh,
100%. If you won't do it, she won't do it. Any products that you're hashtagging, she's in there, she's buying it. I mean, how do you feel about this power that you have? You have this real power of influence.
oh, for me, it feels almost like a social responsibility,
Hmm.
like all I do is really I share what I love, what I enjoy, and somehow everybody seems to really like it and want to do it. So really, hashtag blessed.
Big time. And it for me, it makes it even more special that you've been in jail. And I mean, the thing is with that you don't expect someone to come out of that situation and just be so wise. And I mean, you wrote a book in jail as well. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk us through that, but wow.
Ye- Yes, Life Behind Bars is an international bestseller too. 10
Bestseller.
times it's been selling like crazy. I mean, it's insane. I feel so blessed for that. Yeah, my time behind bars was quite an eye-opening experience, a lot of experimentation, definitely a lot of learning points, definitely lots of highs and lows. And I met so many interesting characters. And also, like, when they put me in isolation, that was
Mm.
also a great learning point for me because I was able to, like, have you read that chapter on like living like a monk? Because that was like
Chapter
where I went into
7.
monk mode, you
Chapter
know?
7, I think.
Yes,
Yes.
monk mode. And then
Monk
like some
mode.
other influencers started talking about going to monk mode too.
Yeah.
It started from prison.
Yeah, 100%. And also, if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have the education program that they have in, well, particularly the prison that you were in, and you
Mm.
managed to get even philosophy as a unit put into the jails. And it's just, you just got this heart of gold that you just really see the best in people. I mean, that's what people love about you.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what they all say. Oh, but thank you. You're so sweet, yeah. But yes, I do believe like having philosophy as part of the curriculum helps because everybody needs to be able to think
Mm,
critically and not just take
mm.
things for granted, because you have to open your mind. Just because you are behind bars does not necessarily mean you are behind bars in your head. Or sometimes when you're outside, you're free. We lock ourselves inside. We're all behind bars inside our head. So, in fact, I sometimes feel like you have to go to jail to break free.
Oh, I just, the hairs on the back of my neck are just standing up. I mean, you just have a way with words and just encapsulating, philosophical ideas in layman's terms. And I think this is really as well, what speaks volumes for your following. It's just like the ordinary man or woman. I'm not sure, is the demographic more female or male? I'm not sure. Do you know with your followers?
I think it depends on which platform we're talking about.
Mm, mm.
There are some that are just like only men, and then there are
Yes.
those that have like equal number of men and women.
Yes. Whatever the platform, I feel that, you are able to translate things that are very complex, ideas that are very complex into layman's non-jargonistic terms. And I think, it's rare that you get people like that. I wanted to ask you as well if I've just heard rumblings. I don't know if this is true or not. At the moment, it's a rumor, but possibly that you may be going into politics. Is there any truth to the rumor on this?
Yes, I know. They've asked me, I've been approached by several political parties to run for office because they think I have enough following to do that. But I'm not really, I don't like the spotlight. I really,
Oh,
I'm really, I just rather be behind the scenes about all of these things. So I told them like, I'll think about it, but they did say like, I've already started a movement. Why don't I continue on to create a bigger impact for everyone? So I'd say it's still in discussion. I'm still thinking about it.
okay, good. Well, you heard it here, everybody. So when you talk about your movement, just tell us about that. Tell us about that which is the movement, Sasha's movement.
Oh, like, saying, hashtag being blessed and,
Mm-hmm.
like trying to equalize things
Yes.
in society. I talk about like, why we need to be much more ethical when we
Yes.
bend the rules.
Yes.
Ethical rule
Sorry.
be
Ethical
ethical rule bending.
bending. Okay. Hashtag ethical rule bending. So talk to us about that. Can we just unpack that a little bit?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sure.
That's actually also the working title of the book that I'm writing.
Oh, a new book.
Now, yes, 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 a new book that I'm working on about like, you know, from what I've learned, and all the people I've met behind bars, we
Mm,
talk a lot about ethical rule bending because really, when you break the law or law bending, it's there's often a higher cost behind it. And I want to amplify these voices, like these people who the reason why they break the law, why they committed murder or murders for the serial killers or
mm.
why they stole the money and all of that things. It's normally because they serve a higher purpose. I
Mm.
think if there is an ethical reason why you're doing it, like being a vigilante or being more like a Robin Hood, I think
Mm.
it's okay.
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
have ethics. You get strong ethical foundation for it.
Okay, and there has been a lot of controversy about this, and especially with you and Joe Mac the Knife Johnson, and him basically being, the vigilante who everyone would know him from killing the drug dealers. And we do know that you have had a very close relationship with him. So do you think that has affected the way that you feel about criminals? Have you has that brought in the ethics here? Is that what's the story with Joe Mac the Knife Johnson?
Oh, the JJ.
Yeah,
Well, he's a man of he's so passionate.
he's very passionate.
He's very
Yes.
passionate with everything that he does, and he just really knows how to just cut through things right into the heart of the matter.
Mm.
Like I was just so drawn to him and
For those who
oh,
don't know, Joe Mac the Knife Johnson, he was a killer of drug dealers using a machete. So hence the fun
I mean that
name, Mac the Knife. JJ, you
he
you were saying.
yes, 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 yeah. He's really a sweetheart. Half the time he's doing that because he's defending someone. He's got a really big heart. And he trains every day in terms of like how to use the machete. Like,
So has
he
he
always,
taught you how to use the machete?
oh, no, no, no. I try not to get my hands dirty about those things. I just tend to like observe him sweat it out.
Okay. Okay, so you're also releasing an album this year as well, which I mean we are just bated breath for this. Is it true that there's an element of sound healing in this? There's some kind of crystal or sound healing, something's going on. What's that about?
It's both sound healing as well as hypnosis.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes, 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 because often we all have those inner child traumas. So it's
Hmm.
also about like reframing, rewiring you, getting you to unlock yourself or release yourself from all the things that have been holding you back.
And so has JJ been listening to these sound healings, these rewirings?
JJ, on the nights that he's not with me,
Right. Okay. So is the album ready for purchase at the moment,
oh,
or are you
well, yeah,
still
yeah. So basically, we have a wait list for people, and right now my current wait list is already at the 500 million. I mean, I'm
wow.
so shocked. I know, right?
Wow. Wow. I also wanted to ask you
It's
about
bigger than most countries.
it is. It is. I wanted to ask you about I know that you've been doing a lot for charity recently, and I know that you've been getting Gucci bags flown in and dropped over some lower socioeconomic areas. Just talk to me about that.
Uh,
What's
yeah, the House of Gucci, they're very generous, in
mm,
terms of like um on social economics. They're very generous. So they've offered to give like all these like stuff that inventory that they've had to give away to charity.
so has JJ got a Gucci bag at all? Or
I know they don't do it for machetes.
well, yes, he's got to fit the machete in the bag. I suppose it would be. But he's reformed, right? He's not still
JJ's
doing
not
crime.
no, of course
Uh,
not. JJ
right.
only does it if it's only if there is a reason for it. But JJ's got a big heart. He's a gentle soul.
Okay. Okay. So everyone, we are going to open the lines up for your questions. I've had a few people text in, so I'm just
Oh,
going to have a look at the texts and see what people have been asking. Oh, somebody wants to know about your puppy. How is your puppy Poppy going? How is your
oh.
puppy Poppy? Hmm.
Poppy's good. Like he's like we celebrated his his fifth birthday the other day. Just a small celebration. You know, me, Poppy, 100 other puppies and their owners. Just a little small
Oh,
party.
nice.
We had like
Nice.
little puppy cupcakes for everyone. That's good for pups and adults too.
Very good. So there you go. You heard it here, people. Probably a couple more questions here. I've got another question from Debbie Dyson saying, "Will you be opening an OnlyFans?"
Oh yeah, that is the platform that I have that I said that was mostly men.
Aha. Okay. So obviously Debbie doesn't know about that because she's not a man. So yes, you can. Is there any kind of how do people get on that? I'm not sure. I haven't had a guest before that's such a revolutionary thinker, but also on OnlyFans. So
Yeah.
that's yeah. How would that
I
work?
I don't even like for some reason they just managed. So like I would say like try to slide into the DMs and someone from my team will eventually send you the list. I think right now we're currently waitlisted because I do would like to have a curated list of people. There are different levels to my
Right.
OnlyFans in terms of like the levels that you want to see.
Right. And is this ethical?
Oh, yes, 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 because I am a big celebration of celebrating your body and the things you could do with your body.
Okay. All right. We've got another question here from Sylvia. Sylvia is 7 years old. She's just asking, what advice would you give me to be as good as you? That's it's not great English, but that's what she said. So,
Oh, so sweet. Those Sylvia, so sweet. I would just say like probably read philosophy. It's never too
mm,
young to start reading philosophy.
very good.
Practice Socratic reasoning. Ask a lot of questions.
Great. Fantastic. Also, we just got one more here. This is from anonymous. It says basically I don't know if I should be saying this on the podcast. Can we get somebody onto this, please? Because this sounds like a bit of a threat. Apparently, watch your back, you effing see. I know you stole my idea about the Behind Bars book. I'm coming to get you, you effing see. From anonymous. Uh, but I mean, look, haters gonna hate. Uh, can we just get? Is there anyone that can find out who that was, please?
Oh,
Producers,
you know
do you
what?
know? Oh, you know who this is?
That just basically means I'm getting bigger because like there will always be some people who want to get rid of the tall poppies.
Mm, yeah, I think. Yeah, is there any truth to this accusation that this is not your work, your book? Surely not. I mean, you're an ethical person who does ethical things. Um, is there any truth to this at all?
No, I mean I would say like I was inspired by my time in prison, and like all
Mm-hmm.
artists get inspiration from other artists. I got my inspiration from everybody I've interacted with. So it is almost like, are you going to accuse Van Gogh for stealing ideas from Monet?
Mm. It's sour grapes. I mean, it sounds like sour grapes or, jealousy or envy or
Yeah, I mean, like,
something.
are you going to accuse Monet from stealing from Manet?
Mm, mm. All right. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Mm.
If you could just leave us with one bit of wisdom before we finish the interview, what would you like to say to all of your adoring fans out there?
Well, I would just say I would tell everyone to wait for my next book that's coming out soon. It's going to be a real killer.
You heard it here, everybody. Thank you so much, Sasha, for being on the podcast, and hope to see you again. Good night, everyone, and show. Okay,
Do
your
I
face
sound
when
like
I
a
said you were
soci?
in jail.
Did I just sound like a sociopath?
Yes. Uh, and then my interest is in as well, like my character, like almost getting offended or fucked up, but then like it just smooths over and it's just like, oh yeah, okay. And ethical OnlyFans, like ethical killing, ethical hilarious. JJ, that is so funny.
Yes, JJ, my machete bearing lover.
Yeah. But it's so funny how I love how you just did that acronym like straight away. Like I'm like, what did I say? Something like Joe Mac the Knife Johnson or something.
Yeah, Mac the Knife
Yeah.
Shot. Yeah, it's like JJ.
Yeah.
Just give some bit of intimacy, right? It's only
Yeah.
because a
Yeah.
lot more intimate than oh him.
Yeah, totally. Actually, that was something I think we learnt from Stephen Thornton. He was talking about the power of nicknames in improv and how
Mm.
you could create nicknames for people, and that like gives a kind of a feeling that you're really close to that person. So that's interesting that you
Yeah.
just came out of yeah.
Well, it's also it's a good hack, right? To the shorten to say that you have history with someone by
Mm,
giving them a nickname without
yeah.
having to talk about like say we have this relationship.
Yeah, totally. So was it a surprise to you? Because it
Yeah.
the jail tip
I go, okay.
yeah,
So they go, but hey,
yeah,
I still
yeah.
work with I rolled with it.
Yeah, because it was so funny because you were just talking about the blessed thing and all that and then I thought there's got to be something. There's got to be something. I'm gonna chuck something in there, that's like controversial.
Yeah, I'm like to
So,
talk about I was gonna go into Vipassana. You gotta lock yourself in to be let go.
yeah, yeah, classic. Great job, awesome.
Yeah. I
Uh,
should have talked about all the great leaders and thinkers were all thrown to jail too. Kind of like,
oh yeah,
Gandhi
Nelson
was in jail,
Mandela.
Mandela was in jail.
Yeah,
So I was basically with my peers,
yeah.
except they just didn't have an OnlyFans.
Well, yeah, this is true. Yeah. So that was so because I thought that's what you were alluding to when you said that some of the platforms is just men or whatever. But
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool to kind of clarify that in some way. So the great thing about this format is you can use callers, as a device to get more information from the other person. So, and they can have really strong opinions because if you're the interviewer, you usually
Yeah,
have
you
like that
have to be
strong.
more pleasant. You have to be
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to moderate.
yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Great. So, what was your favorite bit? How do you think it went?
Oh, I mean, I enjoyed it, like just like building on the ideas that everything that you throw at me, and then you just pick it up as well. And I think what I like was like where you go like, oh, but you're so far. Oh no, the false modesty.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, oh my God, she is totally egotistical, but pretending she's not.
yeah. Well, that's
Did I
pretty
play
much
it
every
well?
influencer. Like
Did
that's
I
every
play it
influencer.
well?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think you played it too well in a sense that at first I wasn't sure if you really were really humble. Like I had endowed you with that, but you played it so well that it was great because it just revealed itself as it went along. Oh, she's not humble. you know,
She's a
uh
sociopath.
yeah, totally. You love those characters. You love playing
I
those characters.
do.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do like those sociopathic characters.
Mm.
Even my Victoria is a sociopath.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
It's a very vain sociopath.
Way back to the honey spiders days, guys. That's
Yes,
what we're
yes,
talking
yes,
about
yes.
here.
Way back,
Yeah.
my favorite alter ego was Victoria.
Yes. Yes. Cold Victoria. Great. I think that was good. And we'll do it again probably in another year. So like we'll do other stuff in between, but I'm saying,
Yes.
so yeah, probably our next one will either be slow burn or we might do another ladder. We haven't done that in a while. So
Or
Armando.
documentary.
Documentary, yes. Yeah. Still one of my favorites, guys. Go back and
Yes,
watch the
documentary.
documentary.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should start labeling them.
Yeah. Well, I think it says documentary, but
Okay.
yeah. All right. Happy New Year, everyone, too. This was our New Year performancey, rehearsally performancey thing. So hope you're all well, and we will see you next time.
Till next
Bye.
time.
Bye.
Bye.